The alternative view of war has garnered great political legitimacy, but its legal status is controversial. So the theory of the People's War provides a stark alternative to traditional laws of war. Right, so fundamental aspects of traditional laws of war, such as the status of national liberation wars, appear a problem and ethically suspect to Western experts. So these conflicts shape a subtle shift in the interpretation of the laws of armed conflict in the West. And the bulk of the discussion around Israel focuses on the justice of Israeli and Palestinian claims to nationhood, territory, and belligerency. But there is growing disapproval of Israel's counterinsurgency, counterterrorism tactics, in particular, reprisals against individuals or states for supporting guerrilla or terrorist actions. We got Western international lawyers and states beginning to question the legality of these operations. Right, so this is the foundation for the modern widespread elite opposition to Israel's war in Gaza, especially when they're directed at civilian objects and when these responses appear disproportionate. Right, this is the whole foundation for the modern elite war on Israel's war in Gaza.
I think at the time, like the most high-profile woke critic of me was Mark Alfano, who was on this jihad to get my paper retracted, and his allies were like Jason Stanley, some other people like that, and there were some women too. But I felt like at the time, in my experience, the most aggressive people seemed to be men. But yeah, I mean, as you say, like cancel culture, I don't think is like a women's thing, because necessarily, like men were also interested in burning witches and fighting heretics. Although certainly women played a big role in those things.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to suggest this is, if only we got rid of the women, everything would be fine, and the women are the only people causing problems. There's clearly a lot of men are causing problems too.
But statistically, yeah, if you look at the data, there's no way to deny it. Like there's support for free speech.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this tweet I made a few weeks ago. It was based on a recent paper by a Finnish scholar where he obtained survey data on academics and students in different disciplines in Finland, I think. And he basically gave them a series of questions that ask about woke beliefs, things like, are racial disparities due to racism and other related attitudes? And he found indeed that there were sizable disparities, with women in academia being substantially more likely to endorse these attitudes than men in each of the disciplines he looked at.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I think we need more